I am so proud of my run as Miss Money in the Bank. I think that is the time that really my character blossomed, and I was able to show what I can do and talk on the microphone and all of that. And I think I wouldn't have changed a thing about that. But I don't know, these girls aren't learning, and also Charlotte Flair's not learning. How many times has she got cashed in on now? She needs to watch her back, that girl.
Hey there, everyone. Rick Ucchino here again for Sportskeeda Wrestling, and my guest at this time, you know her, you love her. She is the two-time Money in the Bank winner, former SmackDown Women's Champion, the most beautiful woman in all of WWE, and Friday night she'll be in Miami at Rolling Loud, which means I messed up by going to the show in Cleveland. Carmella joins me now. How are you doing?
I'm great. That was a fabulous introduction, so thank you for that.
I do my humble best. You have a match with Bianca Friday night in Miami, as I said, but you're coming off your match last week, and that was a match that I know you told Ryan Satin that you really wanted. You wanted that championship matchup with Bianca Belair. Did that match live up to your expectations? I thought you guys delivered. What did you guys think about it?
I mean, I really put it all out there, and I had a lot of fun in that match up until the end when she cheated and used her braid. But all I ever need in my career is an opportunity to show what I can do. And unfortunately, what happened to Bailey, she got hurt and she's injured, and I wish her the best, speedy recovery. But I stepped up and I did what I had to do, and I think I delivered. But now I get another opportunity tomorrow night at Rolling Loud, which is another first for WWE to be collaborating with this major rap festival. Like, this is huge. Post Malone, Travis Scott, Megan Thee Stallion, who's like my favorite. So the fact that even WWE is involved in this, it's a testament to how huge WWE actually is. And I'm really excited for the opportunity tomorrow.
Yeah, very unique venue for a championship opportunity. Obviously, this is something that draws millions of fans, but this is I'm kind of curious. Do you think there's any kind of is there any added pressure or any nervousness because you're used to performing in front of large audiences, but I'm willing to bet that there is a large portion of this audience that has never seen a professional wrestling match. So, I mean, this is a big chance to not only bring in new fans for wrestling for WWE, but for Carmella as well.
Well, that's what I'm super excited about. I'm excited. I thrive off that. I can't wait to show people, like, you should be watching this. You should be a Carmella fan. You should be, a fan of WWE. So I love the challenge and I love the pressure, and I'm really excited to deliver.
What was it? What was it like when you first got told that you guys were going to be having this match at Rolling Loud? And what have they told you the logistics about how this is going to work out? They're just going to set up a ring in the middle of a hip hop festival.
You know what? I'm going to show up. I'm going to look beautiful and I am going to do my match. That's what I'm going to do. I have no idea what to expect. I really don't. I know they're expecting over 80,000 people there, which is huge. And I'm sure there will be members of the WWE Universe there. But like you said, it's an opportunity for people to see what we do. And I think it's really, really freaking cool that I get to be part of this opportunity and hopefully get some more eyes on what it is that, the WWE is all about.
Yeah, and that's going to be the largest crowd that you've wrestled in front of in quite some time, WrestleMania included. Last week's crowd, Friday in Houston, was absolutely nuts. Just my goodness, like I know I thank the Thunderdome for all of its service, but my goodness, did we miss live crowds? But before that night, you got a big match, with Bianca. What was that mood like, backstage? Was it nervousness? Was it excitement? Was it all of the above, knowing that you were wrestling in front of people instead of TV screens?
You know what? It felt like a WrestleMania. Backstage, everyone was buzzing. It was just this feel and this vibe. And I remember I think there was a match going on before the show actually started. And I heard the crowd rumbling and it was just like, whoa, like what? Like, yes, we had fans at WrestleMania, but it was a stadium, it was outside. So it's not quite the same effect if you're inside and hearing, the crowd rumbling. So to hear that, it was just like, oh my gosh, I miss this. And to just like hear, like be out there in my music kit and hear the crowd, like they hated me and I loved it. And it was just like, oh, I miss this so much. There's nothing like the energy from the live crowd.
Were there any surprises, whether it be a fan reaction that you got personally or that you heard that you weren't really expecting?
No, I'm used to the WWE Universe hating me until the end when they kinda get close to me, like, "Oh my god, I love you. Oh my god." And I'm like, "Ew." But it's awesome. I mean, there is nothing like that live feel, and, I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow with this audience. I can't wait.
Yeah, so a big crowd, a big fight feel. Again, you are another shot here at Bianca Belair and the SmackDown Women's Championship. You know, it's kind of hard to believe SummerSlam 2018. That was the last time you have held gold in WWE outside of the 24/7 championship, respect due to the 24/7
Yeah.
title. But I mean, your last singles women's championship. It's hard to believe that we're coming up on 3 years on that already. Do you feel like your time is coming again soon?
100%, 100%, and I feel like it's different now. Carmella has evolved, I've grown, I've changed, and, back then, I don't think people were giving me the credit that I thought I deserved. I felt like I was busting my butt and really prove what I could do, and now it's 3 years have gone by, my character's evolved, and, I hear some people upset that my character's changed or different, but if I'm the same character I was in 2018, like, how boring would that be? We have to grow, we have to change, we have to evolve, and I feel like I am so ready to hold that title again for no other reason other than to prove to myself, like, yes, I am champion. I don't need to prove to the fans. I don't need to prove to anyone. I know the hard work I've put in. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. And I would love to be champion again. I really would.
You know, it's so interesting to hear you say that or appropriate shit because like I talked to Nikki ASH just last week, right ahead for Money in the Bank, and we talked
Yeah.
about that similar things. Like there are people who are, upset that she's not that, crazy sanity Nikki that she was in NXT, but it's like, come on, guys, like there's only so
You
long
have
you
to
can keep doing
change.
something.
Imagine if I was doing the same thing I did when I first debuted on SmackDown in 2016. That would be so boring. And I feel fortunate and lucky enough to be able to show different sides of my character. I had my run as Miss Money in the Bank, and then I was champion, and then I was with our Truth, and then I took a little bit of time away, and I came back. I had Reginald with me for a little bit, and now I'm doing my thing now. And I just think it's important to show different sides of us, because I mean that's humans in general. We are
Sure.
all different. We're all growing. We're all evolving. And if you're the same person as you were 5 years ago, well, then maybe you need to do some self reflection and really like get outside the box and like really get out of your comfort zone because you need to challenge yourself. And that's what I feel like I'm doing with my Carmella character.
So you missed out on the Money in the Bank ladder match this year. We'll get into that in a second, but I did bring up Nikki Ash. She won the Money in the Bank contract, cashed it in the very next night. She's the fourth woman in a row now to have that briefcase for less than a day. Was your experience carrying that thing around that bad that no one else wants to hang on to it, or what?
Listen, I take pride in carrying that thing around for 287 days. And I had to carry that thing through airports, rental car shuttles. Like that thing had been through hell and back with me. So, and I'm so proud of my run as Miss Money in the Bank. I think that is the time that really my character blossomed and I was able to show what I can do and talk on the microphone and all of that. And I think I wouldn't have changed a thing about that. But I don't know, these girls aren't learning, and also Charlotte Flair's not learning. How many times has she got cashed in on now? She needs to watch her back, that girl.
Three, three. It seems
She
like every
obviously
time.
didn't learn her lesson the
Yeah.
first 2 times.
Well, I mean, in her defense too. I mean, there's always a little bit of an assist. This time it was Rhea.
Well, of
Last time, it
course.
was the
I mean,
Iconics with you. So I mean, but again, you got to keep your head on a swivel there.
yes,
So
always.
obviously you got to bypass the briefcase this year, go straight to a championship opportunity last year. You have another one again Friday night in Miami. But are you a little disappointed you didn't get to participate in the Money in the Bank ladder match this year?
To me, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view is my favorite pay-per-view of the year. That's where Carmella thrives. Mella is money. She was the first Miss Money in the Bank and the second. So it was very weird to be watching it from my couch. Very weird. Although it was nice to have a little glass of wine. So like that made it a little bit better. But it was definitely weird. It was the first time not being a part of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The first one, I won the briefcase. The second one, I had my championship match against Asuka. The following year, I was in the ladder match. Last year, I got to do the ladder match at headquarters, which was
Yeah.
wild and insane. So it was very weird not to be a part of it, but it is what it is. And I tried my best last week. It did not work, but hopefully tomorrow I can sing a little different tune.